Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly and get on with improving your other innovations. My model for business is the Beatles. They were four guys who kept each other's negative tendencies in check. They balanced each other and the total was greater than the sum of the parts. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. If today were the last day of your life, would you want to do what you're about to do today? The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. My job is to make the whole company successful, not just my own career. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. If you want to make a good first impression, start with a good last impression. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that ever happened to me. Sometimes you have to believe in something before it becomes real. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent. My goal was never to make lots of money or to be successful, it was to build something that would last. I think the key to life is to figure out who you are and what makes you tick. The most compelling reason for most people to buy a computer is to get access to the internet. An iPod, a phone, an internet communications device, these are not separate devices, this is one device. We're living in a world where the divide between technology and consumer electronics is getting blurred. The computer is the most remarkable tool we've ever come up with. It's the equivalent of a bicycle for our minds. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. If you want to make a good first impression, start with a good last impression. We're not just building a product, we're building a lifestyle. I don't think I've ever made a decision based on what others would think. If you keep your eye on the profit, you're going to skimp on the product. But if you focus on making really great products, the profit will follow.